I'm probably not going to be able to have time to print like a third set of scripts, so we're probably just
Oh,
going
we
to
don't
have
need
to.
to print it. I can just read it inside proper.
Yeah, we're probably just going to have to go with the teleprompter.
Bertie, you tell Brayden the truth. Was it me or you?
Today is National Chocolate. Morning Stars. Thanks for tuning to WBTV. I'm Darnell Jones.
And I'm Ayanna Marie.
Today is Monday, January 27th. Today is National Chocolate Day.
And now over to James with a preview of today's top story.
Thanks, Mayana. President Trump had a busy first weekend with issues in immigration and the Colombian government.
Thanks, James. And now for today's headlines. Time to roll up your sleeves, Western Boone, and give the gift of life. We'll have details about the upcoming e-learning day, and the Super Bowl is set. We'll tell you what teams will be playing for this year's big game.
But first, the question of the day. What is the U.S.'s national flower?
Email radio/TV at WBRTV and Outlook, or you can give us a call at 3134 if you think you know the answer.
My love is like a red, red rose that's newly sprung in June. My love is like the melody that sweetly played in tune.
In today's top story, tensions between President Donald Trump and Colombia's President Gustavo Petro leveled out. Over the weekend, the United States started flying illegal aliens from Colombia back to their country. The government of Colombia refused to accept those two American airplanes into their country. President Trump later responded by threatening high tariffs and visa restrictions on Colombian goods. Late last night, the White House announced that the Colombian government will be accepting, quote, all of President Trump's terms, end quote. That's all for top story. Now back to Mayana.
In other news, students are to be reminded that on Wednesday, January 29th, Western Boone will be participating in an all-district planned e-learning day for professional development. Teachers will be able to answer any questions during their office hours on Wednesday and during regular scheduled class time on Thursday. All e-learning assignments will be due on Friday, January 31st by 8 a.m.
Key Club is once again sponsoring the blood drive in our library on Wednesday, the 5th of February. Currently, Indiana has less than a one-day supply of blood available for hospitals, and your initiative is more important than ever right now. It's now time to check in with Jacqueline for the interview.
Hi, I'm here with Isaac Threckeld, Isabel Grady, and Olivia Reagan. So they're from Patterson. So how much does it cost for each team to enter?
For each team, it costs $10 per person or per team, and there's 2 people per team.
And when are sign-ups due?
Sign-ups are due this Thursday, and you can turn them into Mrs. Sanders.
And what time do you have to be there for the tournament?
So you need to arrive by 3:30 in the junior high gym for the rules and regulations of the games.
That's all for interview. Now back to the news desk.
There's nobody at the camera at the news desk right now.
Guys, yeah, okay. You're gonna see.
Round and round as the nature flows, it's like one big ring. Caterpillars eat plants, small birds eat caterpillars, big birds eat small birds. Bacteria eats the dead big bird. From their plants grow again. Caterpillar eats the plant.
And now with Reese for weather.
We're all friends.
All right, looking outside at our weather shot brought to you by Ethan Keck. We can see that the snow is slowly starting to melt outside and the beautiful sun is shining bright. Looking at our current conditions, we can see that today is a lovely 36 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds coming in from the southwest at 19 miles per hour. The sun rose at 7:58 a.m. and will set at 5:59 p.m. Looking at our extended forecast, we can see it is a high of 42 and a low of 33 tomorrow. On Wednesday, it's a high of 41 and a low of 25. And on Thursday, a high of 47 and a low of 38. That's all for weather. Now back to Cooper Ford with sports.
That's all for Good Morning Stars.
On Friday the 31st at Thorntown Elementary, both varsity teams will face off against Northmont. The Western Boone swim team competed in the 28th annual Athenian Invitational, which included 8 teams. The Stars competed in events they're not normally competing in. The Stars swam for 5th in the 200 melee relay, 6th place in the 200 free relay, 4th place in the 400 relay. The Stars host Clinton Central next Tuesday. Yesterday, the Commanders played the Eagles and got destroyed with a final score of 55-23. Also, the Chiefs played the Bills. With some controversial calls, the Chiefs finally won with a 32-29 victory. That's all for sports. We'll be back with the answer to the question of the day after this quick break.
Oh boy, look, I got an idea. I'm gonna go down to Schmendrick's and pick you up some nice chopped sirloin.
Must be blood.
Tui, that's disgusting.
Must be fresh.
I don't want to hear this. Does it have to be human? Does it have to be mine? Where am I supposed to get it?
Missy Mo.
And now for the answer of the question of the day. The question was, what was the U.S.'s national flower?
If you chose the rose, then you are correct.
The teachers who answered correctly are Mr. Baird, Mr. Brunty, Mr. Dickey, Mrs. Foxworthy, Mr. Hawkins, Mrs. Lurch, Mrs. Macronet, Mr. Riggins, Mrs. J. Taylor, Mrs. A. Taylor, and Mrs. Walker.
And the students answered correctly are Lane Rose, Samuel Scott, Daryl Baber, Charlotte Rule, Lila Jackson, Jacob Bloss, Gage Wilson, Maddox Gadberry, and Olivia Cox.
That's all for today's broadcast. Thanks for tuning in, Stars. I'm Mayana Marie.
And I'm Darnell Jones. Check out our website at westernboonradiotv.com for the latest news. From all of us at WBTV, have a great day. This was like
It was the first day.